So we start off, I have this thing called a wellness wheel, I call it. There are 12 points in the wellness wheel. We start off with the basics, nutrition, sleep, and exercise, but then we move on to gut health, immune system health, hormone health, heart health, and brain health. And so then we spend a lot of time talking about each one of those individually. And in each one of these categories, what I do is I try to frame it as this, it's a 3-step process. And the first step is number one, how do we make sure you're not dying from this, right? How do we make sure your nutrition is not killing you, like you're becoming a metabolic disaster with diabetes? Or how do we make sure that your immune system is healthy enough to prevent cancer? How to not die, basically. The second part of it is how do we improve your health span? How do we keep you as healthy as possible for as long as possible? And then the last part is what's the advanced science out there in the longevity world that we can implement into your life? Once we make sure you're not in trouble and then you've mastered how to take care of your health span yourself, how do we then start applying these new techniques, this new science? So a lot of people come to us and they want to jump straight to like, how do I do NADIV? How do I do hyperbaric oxygen therapy? I'm like, no. Let's hold on a second. Let's make sure you're not eating ultra processed food first, because that's what's going to make the biggest difference, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we frame it. And it's, we go down each one of these categories and talk about what's going to make the biggest difference for people.
Fantastic. I think I wanted to lay that out for people because I wanted people to understand, you've been on this personal journey yourself. There's a professional shift here as well, because you can see the kind of challenges that come with traditional medicine and how functional medicine is the future, even though it seems like it's rooted in ancient times or an older method that's coming back. And then looking at these key areas. And that's what I want to dive into with you today, if that's okay.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd love to touch on all these areas because I'd love to give people, whoever listens to this episode, whether you're watching at home or whether you're, cooking right now, whether you're listening with a partner or whatever it may be, I want this to be the episode that you come back to learn about these areas of your health so you can become more proactive, not reactive, and get focused on the areas that need help. So
absolutely.
Let's dive into, let's first start with nutrition, because I think that it's such a big area of our lives. And I think it's one of those ones that everyone will say, hey, I was put in for surgery, but I was never really told to change my diet. Mm-hmm. Or even when I went last year, you helped me through my